Yo, what up, y'all? Today is going to be a little bit of a different video because we're going to be talking about people pleasing and why people pleasing is not as good as you think it is. As always, while I'm yapping, please enjoy this time lapse of me drawing this little character. But anyways, let's get into the video. So I decided to talk about this today because I'm personally a people pleaser, and I have learned over this past year that people pleasing is like a nightmare, and it is draining mentally, like, and physically. Like it does a lot to a person, and it's very tiring as well. I'll be real honest, people pleasing is nice and it's really hard not to do when you're like a people pleaser, but I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, people pleasers get used. Like, you show a little bit of kindness to somebody, and for somebody who doesn't like usually get that kindness a lot, they end up taking that for granted and abusing that power of getting whatever they want from a people pleaser. And after a while, it really damages my mental health, and it's just like a very chaotic thing when it comes to people pleasing. And like when we're kids and like when we're younger, it's not that bad being a people pleaser because like we don't have money, we don't get all these things on our own, so like we can't really do much to people please. It's more of just like, like we're in school and like we write our friends little notes or whatever, or like, draw them a picture. Like that's what I did back when I was like in school when I was younger, and I would like try to make people happy. I like draw them pictures and stuff, and like they would think it's like super cool. But as you get older and you start working, you start having your own money, and especially having a car, being a people pleaser and having a car is the worst fucking thing that could ever happen to somebody. Because me personally, since I've been in college, and even before that in high school, I was a big people pleaser. I'm still a big people pleaser, but like I would give my friends rides everywhere, just everywhere. And like there'd be some points where like, the people who weren't using me would, throw me a little gas money, and it'd be cool and it'd be chill. But there were people who abused that, and they just expect me to drive them here and there and everywhere, and make me think that we're actually hanging out when we're actually just not, and we're just running errands that they need to run, and I just have the convenience of being around them. That is not hanging out with somebody, that's them using you for a ride. So if you have a car and you have a friend who isn't paying you gas and expects you to drive them everywhere, stop. Because it's that's another thing that's draining, and it's another thing that like, really is horrible when it comes to somebody that's, just using you for things that you have and they don't. And it's even worse when after a while, those friends that you thought were your friends, you can tell when they start to like pull back and they don't want to like really hang out with you. And the only time you see them is when they conveniently need a ride somewhere, or they need something from you. Like any other time you try to talk to them, and they'll either give you an attitude on like why they don't want to talk, or they just won't be in the mood, or you'll ask them to hang out and they don't want to do something, and you'll just be confused or thinking that like, oh, they just need their space because like they're going through something right now. That's what I usually think, is like, everybody goes through their own things, and I don't want to be, too much on somebody who's going through something else. And like that's when I start to overthink, and in reality they're just using you at that point. Like they're not even your friend anymore, they're just using you. And it can hurt. It can hurt real bad. That has happened to me and I was warned by my actual friends and like family, and they just kept telling me, this person's using you, you might want to stop before you get hurt real bad. And I didn't listen because I didn't see it like that. And it's really hard to see through somebody when you're a people pleaser, because you think, oh, because they're happy, you're making them happy, that you guys are gonna be like friends forever, and like, you know, they're putting just as much energy into you as you are into them, when that's not actually the case at all. It's all one-sided. I'm telling you now, it is one-sided. You just don't see it yet. You will probably after this video, and it will hurt for a little bit. But you know, like me, who has gotten used before, I finally have seen, you know, the other side of it that other people were seeing and warning me about, and I did not listen. And now I just don't really care anymore when it comes to having friends. Like, I have a couple friends, love my true friends. I have a couple friends, I have a small group of friends, and I plan to keep it that small. I don't like a big group of friends because personalities mix together, and some of them don't really mix well, and that's just not it for me. I honestly think that the hardest thing about being a people pleaser is saying no. Like, me personally, for like saying no, I'd be feeling so bad if somebody asked me like for something, or like they hint at wanting something and like they want me to like get it for them, and I'm like, nah, I can't. Like, I can't. I feel so bad. So then I end up getting it for them, and it's like, that's another thing when you know you're getting used and somebody like guilt trips you into getting something for them, or makes you feel bad because you can't get something for them because either money's tight. Living in America is hard as hell, because everything is too expensive now. So like, you gotta really keep your money stacked up. And like, I have like 3 jobs and I still don't have enough money, and like, money ain't never been a real worry for me. Like, I always find a way to get money or like have money just by working. But like, still, living today is like too much for extra shit like people pleasing. Like, it's nice to get your friend a gift for their birthday, but like, not every damn day. Put your wallet down. Use your money for you and the things that you gotta do. I'm gonna keep saying this. Learn how to say no. That's something I'm currently trying my best to do and learning to do, and I've been succeeding at it pretty damn well. But for the people who have a hard time saying no, just keep practicing saying no. It's not gonna be the end of the world to say no. Lastly, the biggest like issue of mine with being a people pleaser is that when you figure out that you're being used and you go to confront them people about them using you, and you go to tell them to stop, they try to turn around on you and make it seem like you were just giving them this stuff without them asking. Like, they give them typical, you know, responses like, oh, I never asked for this stuff, you just gave it to me, and you said this, you said that, and I never expected anything, you just did it. Like, that's called manipulation. And that's another thing that's mentally draining, is manipulation, because they'll try to turn it around on you like you did something wrong, and then it makes you people please more because you feel bad. And like, I know it sounds kind of weird of like people pleasing more when you feel bad, but like, people pleasers know that shit makes sense. And like, it's just, I don't know, it's a lot. I'm learning not to people please anymore. I've kind of turned myself off from that part of the world and part of my mind, and I just kind of do my own thing now. It's been a lot more rewarding for myself not people pleasing. I kind of just don't care anymore. I care about a lot of things because I'm a very caring person, but people pleasing isn't something that I care about much anymore because I'm done with being used, and I'm sick and tired of being used by people that I care about, and they don't reciprocate anything back. I usually don't expect anything back from anybody other than kindness and friendship. That's all I care about. But once you start using me and then I figure out that you're using me, it just goes downhill from there, and it's kind of just all a blur. Being around people that use you isn't fun, because you're aware that they're using you. So like, what's the fun in sticking around in a friendship if this person knows damn well that they're using you, and now you know? What's the point of staying in that? There's no point in keeping a friendship with somebody when you both know that they're using you. And like, it's just a process that people need to go through and realize that sometimes, most times, all the time, people pleasers get taken advantage of. And I would like to say that I no longer want to be a people pleaser. So it is going to be a trip, but like, it's going to be better for me mentally and physically, for my health, and just myself overall, to stop people pleasing. And I hope the best for any of you people pleasers that are watching this video. I hope that y'all will see that people pleasing is not as good as you think it is. Alright, before I end this video, I just want to say, if you are getting mad by the things that I have said in this video about being a people pleaser and being used, I suggest you look inward and think about if you are somebody who is using a people pleaser, and I think you should stop. But for anybody who is a people pleaser, I know y'all pain. I know the struggle of being a people pleaser, and it's horrible. But with that, thank you for watching this YouTube video. Like always, please like, subscribe to me, comment below what else you want to see, anything you want to hear me talk about, anything you want to see me draw. Let me know, and I will do it. Again, thank you for watching my videos. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and peace out.